Welcome back to This Day Live, the Sunday talk show here on the Arise News channel. Now, let's look at the issue of the wonderful thing that has been done by 5 teenagers from Anambra. The 5 Anambra girls from Regina Pacis Secondary School, Onitsha, who represented Nigeria and Africa at the World Technovation Challenge in the Silicon Valley in San Francisco, United States on Friday, have won the gold medal in the contest. The team, led by Uchenna Unwamego Ugu, defeated representatives of other technological giants, including the United States, Spain, Turkey, Uzbekistan, and China, to clinch the gold medal. The Anambra girls, who have now become Africa's golden girls. The team is made up of 5 brilliant girls. The world champions, who are reported to be attracting a lot of attention in the world's greatest technological hub, won the challenge with a mobile application called the FD Detector, which they developed to help tackle the challenge of fake pharmaceutical products in Nigeria. The governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano, had personally sent them off to the US in a brief ceremony at the last Executive Council meeting, where he charged the girls to put Nigeria and Africa on the global technological map with their rare talent. Let's take a look at their winning presentation.
About 70% of the pharmaceutical products in Nigeria is fake. This distorted statistics on fake drugs will make you look from Nigeria. In 1989, a number of children died in the University of Nigeria Hospital, Enugu, UNTH, after taking a poorly compounded chloroquine syrup. Some years back, 109 children died in 2 cities of Nigeria, Ibadan and Jos, after ingesting a paracetamol-based cough syrup. Recently, according to NAFDAC, Nigeria is the largest market for fake drugs, and that is why we are developing this app so as to eradicate the problem, which is fake drugs.
This app is mainly focusing on the sick and pharmaceutical companies, such as Drug Company and Enzo Company. This app is beneficial for all, but most especially the pharmaceutical company. Why? Because there are people that produce this drug. How? For instance, after drugs have been supplied to their customers, not knowing that the drugs are fake, this may go to the instance of taking their customers' life, and also, returned goods may be returned to them, which decreases their profit.
Our revenue model, which makes us be in business, is all about our capital, our expenditure, our operating costs, and our development costs. We are expected to generate this app by partnering with some of the organizations, which are the pharmaceutical companies and some agencies like NAFDAC. This app has been made available for everyone to download, both the rich, the poor, and the average. So it is advisable to make use of an FD Detector app to save lives.
When you click on our app, the first thing you're going to see, that's the login page. If you're a new user, you sign up. Then if you're an old user, you log in. Then you have 2 dashboards, the pharmaceutical dashboard and the customer's dashboard. If you have a pharmaceutical company, you need authentication from NAFDAC before you upload the drug and then send it to the market. If you are a customer, you click on the customer's dashboard. Then you see the home, the feedback or comments, the shared drug, or the profile. When you click on the home, you see the 6 categories of drug, their description, their side effects, their examples, and then the banned ones. Then the main feature of our app, which is to scan drug. When you click on the shared drug, this is an example of a barcode. You use a camera and then scan it. The app automatically detects if the drug is fake or real. If the drug is fake, it shows a red cancellation sign, which means the drug is not good for intake. But if the drug is real, it shows a green check mark, which shows that the drug is good for intake. Then, our app also shows you the expiration date of the real drugs. The comment is for you, our customers. Comment on our app for more improvements.
In 2008, Beribas Pharmaceutical Limited, the manufacturer of My Pikin Baby Titi mixture, sold a paracetamol-based syrup, which killed 80 babies because it was contaminated with an additive known as diethyl glycol. A millions of innocent lives have been lost due to this problem known as fake drug. That is why we have worked upon this problem by creating an app known as FD Detector.
In Africa, especially Nigeria, we have a lot of recorded deaths due to injection of fake drugs. So I feel if this app should be developed, it will be a very wonderful medium in creating awareness about fake drugs. It will also help professionals, especially community pharmacists, in making decisions on which source to buy from, while stocking their pharmacies. Also, the individual, the end user, is also a very good way or easier way to dictate which drug is real and which ones are fake.
Well, you just watched that interesting video on the ladies and what they did. Prof, what do you think?
It raises two questions. Question one is to ask the people of Nigeria, how do we explain the fact that Nigeria is a terra cognita of very sagacious minds, younger generations? They will perform internationally to the admiration of the whole world. Then when, in the context of Nigeria, the domestic setting, we are unable to make progress, we need to answer this question. We have Nigerians always performing very well. Hausas, Igbos, Yorubas, see them in the US, in Russia.
And others. There are
others.
over 400 ethnic nationalities
exactly.
in Nigeria.
Now, they are all doing well. Please, you see, this one gladdens me as a Nigerian. Now, the second question is that, look, now that these Nigerians have been internationally recognized, what is it that the government of Nigeria is going to put in place to sustain, these people in terms of technology development? It's an inspiration. Really, it's an inspiration. And I think that we should congratulate their parents, their schools, their states. In fact, all those who might have been involved in bringing them to limelight. I think this is more than footballing, and this is the area we need to begin to place greater emphasis on.
Well, Modele, let me come to you. I've heard some people say, well, 115 countries took part in that competition, and it should be expected that the Nigerian teenagers will win, because in any case, Nigeria is a country of fake drugs, okay? And it will be very easy for the girls to just come up with an Android device, Android formula that can locate fake drugs, because fake drugs are everywhere, from tramadol to codeine to opaine and all kinds of drugs. Do you agree with that?
I think we should dwell more on the positive here. The fact that these young girls were able to do this, and they were able to go onto the world level and be world beaters. Fake drugs are everywhere. It's unfortunate that the sheer scale of the problem in Nigeria is as it is. It is a big problem. It is a big problem. But I think really here we should be focusing more on the fact that these girls did well and they're world beaters. I also think that this should be an inspiration for other young people. And to follow up on what Prof has said, are there more girls like this? Are there more young people like this in other areas? What opportunities are we presenting them? What opportunities are we giving them to be able to show what they're capable of doing? That for me is more important. This is done and dusted. We can celebrate this for as long as we want, but how many more young people are there that can do similar things or even better things that we are not exposing, or that we're not giving the opportunity to be the best that they can be because of the quality of education that we currently have? Really, we should be thinking more about our educational system and how it can benefit our young people.
A footnote to your point is this. The mere fact that Nigeria is acknowledged to be playing host to all these fake drugs, etc., now provides the empirical data for further research. And the girls took advantage of this data to come up with a solution. That's the beauty of it. So,
and this is the whole point about promoting science and technology. But Teriva, let me come to you. Everyone has been celebrating these girls from Anambra State. I've been looking for somewhere where somebody will say, oh, there should be a federal character thing in this. Why did all the girls come from Anambra? You know, next time maybe somebody should come from Oyo State, there should be somebody from Borno State, and that Anambra State should not take all the glory. Why is nobody talking about federal character?
Oh, well, we should congratulate the girls, the team members, for winning the applause, if you like, of the whole world, especially the applause of Nigeria. And they demonstrate the promise of the girl child, which is largely neglected.
Beyond rape, beyond violence.
The promise, the positive, you know, yes, promise of the girl child as a part of the demographic dividend that Nigeria can reap. Nigeria's population is dominated by people their age and youth. 0 to 30 is about 2/3 of Nigerian population.
About 2/3.
Yeah, so we congratulate the school for producing girls of that quality. We congratulate the state, especially the governor, and we encourage the school and the state to ensure that, you know, their invention doesn't end there, that they receive the necessary support, you know, to, you know, reap whatever, you know, medical or commercial promise this holds. The state should work with the Federal Ministry of Health and make sure that it's not just victory for the girls, that they should take it from where the girls left it. And other states, the federal character matter in this is, we are congratulating Anambra State, and the other states should also do enough to ensure that their girls bring glory.
Also do well and bring glory to Nigeria. You are correct, but we have to go on break now. The Sunday Talk Show will take a break. When we return, we'll have the latest on President Donald Trump and his congressional allies' contradictory tactics. Stay with us.